Welcome to the West Virginia Frizz podcast channel. My name is Casey Forsell, and I am the West Virginia Sexual Assault Response Team Project Coordinator. This is podcast 2 in our SART 101 series. During this episode, we will be talking about getting SARTed with your sexual assault response team and those key players within your communities. All of the resources mentioned will be linked in the description below. While there is not one right way to start a SART, there is one factor that is a common key to success, and that is communication. When organizing a SART, it is imperative to meet one-on-one with individuals in your community who will potentially be team members. For sustainability, collaboration is needed. So what is collaboration exactly? This is a mutually beneficial and well-defined relationship entered into by two or more organizations that achieve common goals. Setting up meetings with those potential members can be one of the first steps to garner interest and buy-in. You would want to discuss what those agencies are seeing as needs within the community and any service gaps they have encountered. This allows for potential team members to feel valued and for you to let them know that one of the purposes of your SART will be to address the issues that victims of sexual assault face. Really start to look at who those member organizations may be and where survivors might enter into what we call the service delivery system. The service delivery system is a network of organizations that are designed and designated to aid in providing for the needs or wants of the victim or survivor. The ones listed are just a few. In our first episode of this series, the Introduction to SARTs podcast, you were able to get a deeper look at the member organizations. You do not need to have every agency to be successful, but it might give you some ideas on who to connect with. The next step would be to start researching what facility or facilities you will be using to host your meetings. As discussed in episode 1, SARTs can meet just about anywhere. They can meet in SART member conference rooms or offices. Just make sure that the space is accessible for team members. All of the SARTs that I work with meet in different locations. It's just where they could find free space that would hold all of their team members. If you decide to go ahead and have your first meeting or meetings, those could be structured to discuss logistics, like what you all would like to accomplish as a group, take and discuss the SART readiness assessment piece, and even start forming those much needed directional items like a mission statement, goals, and objectives. The NSVRC SART Toolkit Section 4-1 goes into great detail about these items. The NSVRC SART Toolkit Section 3-1 discusses building your SART, but not all of the information will be applicable to your county or counties. Just remember this is your team and how you move forward is ultimately your decision. Thank you for joining us in our SART 101 series. Don't forget to view part 3 in the words of the coordinators. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out for needs you may have. So from our air station, this is Casey, and thank you for joining us for part 2, Getting SARTed.